Alright, YouTube subscribers, my name is Rayshawn, known as Ray Niz on Facebook, also known as Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 on YouTube, also known as and I'm also known as Ray Nizzle 1999 on TikTok. Now, what's going on is that I'm showing you guys my 50-inch white Casablanca Panama ceiling fan. Now, before I go a little bit more further in this video, yes, this is my very first Casablanca ceiling fan that I've ever collected. Because anybody in the fan community or heard of Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 on YouTube or in the fan community, anybody in the fan community that heard of me or personally, anyway, let me cut the long story short. Anybody that heard of Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 really knows that Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999, which is me, is really known for collecting a lot of Hampton-based ceiling fans and stuff, which is where they ain't gonna be telling no lie at and all that stuff. Cause yes, I normally do collect a lot of Hampton-based ceiling fans. Now, I got this ceiling fan for 20 bucks, and I purchased this ceiling fan from Cook It With Kaya, Cook It With Kaya, Cook It With Kaya, Cook It With Kaya. Sorry, no, I'm just playing. Let me stop lying. I got this ceiling fan from the flea market sale, which is the same flea market sale that I purchased this SMC Park Avenue Model F52 ceiling fan. Now, the reason why the blades are not present, because when I got the ceiling fan, the blades was warped and stuff because then it got rained on a couple times. And then the next thing is, so now my job is to actually see if the ceiling fan is electrically fine and stuff, like on the electrical side of things and stuff. Because as long as the ceiling fan is electrically fine and all that stuff, that's all that matters. And yes, this is in the IntelliTouch control. Now, the reason why the IntelliTouch control is not present is because when I got the ceiling fan and stuff, it didn't come with the original IntelliTouch control. And then the next thing, yeah, then it's also missing its original mounting hardware, which is the hang true canopy and stuff. But other than that, yeah, so I really have a choice that I could get the hang true canopy for this ceiling fan, like what any other fan collectors would rather do, or I just going to get a basic canopy and stuff that matches the ceiling fan and all that stuff. Because yeah, so that way I could try to be a little bit more unique from the other fan collectors and stuff. So other than that, and then this the down rod that actually came with the ceiling fan. Now this the type of down rod that a lot of hunter ceiling fan uses, which is the permalock down rod and stuff. And then the next thing is, then it also got the IntelliTouch remote control receivers built inside the motor housing. And then it also got the two wires, the white wire and the black wire and all that stuff. That's actually giving power to the remote receiver and all that stuff. So that way the remote receiver actually do its job to give power to the fan if you press the buttons on the IntelliTouch wall control and stuff. So other than that, I'm about to go on and tell you the information about this fan. So because of the serial number for this fan is BC170360, that means the ceiling fan was made on February the 17th of 1997, and it's the 360th ceiling fan made that day. And then the next thing is, if you see 121111T, that's the model number for the fan and stuff. So other than that, I'm really not sure what country or region this fan was made in, but I believe this ceiling fan was made in USA. Because which is typical for a lot of Casablanca ceiling fans that was made back in the 80s and the 90s. That it was made in USA. So other than that, and yeah, this ceiling fan, like if it would have had its original IntelliTouch control, then yeah, that ceiling fan is 6 speeds and it's electrically reversible. And yeah, the light kit is adaptable and stuff. So other than that, I'm about to go on and what else I'm about to go on and do? So I can't even think of nothing else on what I have to say about this fan. So and then the next thing is then it also had something like the unfinished wooden blades and stuff. But the wooden blades was actually warped and they was molded and stuff. So I had to toss them away because considering the fact that mold ain't really nothing to play around with and mold is really dangerous and stuff. So I'm planning on finding some replacement Casablanca blades for this ceiling fan. Now, I actually want to see. I I actually have a choice on what blades I really want. I really don't know. Like, do I want the ceiling fan to have the plain white blades that's actually not high gloss, or do I want the high gloss white blades on there, or do I want the ceiling fan to have bleached oak blades or unfinished oak blades, honey oak blades, or whatever it is, like whatever blade set I can find and all that stuff, I can definitely find a blade set for this fan. And then the blade brackets are a bit warped and all that stuff from when the fan was sitting on the blades and stuff. So that's what caused the thing to be warped and all that stuff. And then the next thing is then I'm spinning this flywheel and all that stuff. And then as you can see, the flywheel is a bit warped too and all that stuff, because this is actually a rubber flywheel type ceiling fan and stuff. So other than that, I forgot to mention that the ceiling fan can also be 4 or 5 blade adaptable and stuff because of the way the flywheel was made. Now, if you actually see these squares, if you see the squares on the flywheel, the squares actually means that you can put 4 blades on there and stuff. So other than that, it ain't really nothing else I have to say about this fan. So this is Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 signing out this video. And I'm about to get the... Nope, I ain't finna even say it. I was about to say a bad word. But I'm about to go on to get the heck off this video.